All right, everybody, heading back to the library here, but it's also time for another installment of story time, or travel stories. I don't know what the hell I'm calling it today. And since I still cannot put a single sentence down on paper, or screen as it were, yeah, that's what I'm doing, videos. So hopefully I can write something, a sentence, a paragraph today. Fucking anything. But, alright, let's get back to the story. So this is the time I dropped acid in Paris. Now, disclaimer, drugs are bad. You should not be doing drugs. You especially should not do drugs in a foreign country, right? So now that disclaimer's over. So here's what happened. So this was the first time I really traveled, right? Into Europe. Me and my college girlfriend, Corey, decided to backpack around Europe for 3 months, right? And went all over, and Paris was our last city to visit, right? We were flying back home out of Paris. So we had saved up so much money throughout the trip that we had this extra, there's a lot of money left over, right? So we had a great time in Paris. Saw Public Enemy, right? Saw Sinead O'Connor. Went out to a lot of great restaurants, right? So one day we were on the metro, just like, you know, let's see where we can go, see what kind of trouble we can get into, you know, that kind of stuff. And at one of the stops, all these deadheads get in, right? They have the tie-dye shirts and everything, you know, long hair. They're all like, they're all Americans, right? So we kind of look at each other like, wow, the Grateful Dead's in town? I asked the guy, you know, are they playing? He goes, yeah, the concert's tonight. We're going there right now. So there's a little park right by the stadium or the arena, whatever it was. He goes, we're all gonna go there and like hang out and, you know, kind of party, and then we're gonna go to the show. So me and Corey look at each other and we're like, let's go to this park and get some drugs, right? So we go, cop the acid, take one right there, right? Obviously, get back on the metro and try to go back to our. We're gonna go back to our hotel, right? And the hotel was a really nice little, what was it, Henry the Fourth, I think, was the name of it. So I think that was the name of it, right? Henry the Fourth. Really nice. And I wound up later that night peeling the wallpaper off the wall and throwing oranges out the window to try to hit a park bench that was in a park across the street. So yeah, that's how it ended up. Anyway, so we take the first hit, and after about a half an hour or so, you know, nothing's happening. So, right, we make the cardinal mistake of saying, hey, this isn't working, let's take another hit. We'll never do that. So we take the second hit, and we're walking down this windy side street, right? And there's nothing but this big wall on the left-hand side. It's all made out of like stone or brick or something, I don't know. It's probably like 1,000 years old, or who knows. But it was huge, right? Couldn't see anything over it. And then it was, just kept going, like for blocks, seemed like. So we keep walking, and we hear this like this thud, this low boom, 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 right? And I'm like thinking, what the hell is that? Like, am I tripping? Am I hearing things? And I turned to Cora and I go, do you hear that? And she goes, yeah, what the hell is that? She goes, I thought I was tripping. I said, no, so we're both hearing it, so we can't both be tripping on the same thing, right? So couldn't figure out, could not figure out what the hell it was. Once this big wall, we kept walking, right? Once this big wall ended, there was a bridge. And literally, when we come to the end of the wall and take a step on the bridge, we see it off in the distance. There's fireworks going off in front of the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is totally lit up, right? Like it's Christmas. There's all these fireworks going off. I don't know what the hell the holiday was or what was going on, what the celebration was, but it was amazing, right? It was absolutely amazing. So we're just like, oh my God, like we're just tripping balls now, right? And these fireworks are just mesmerizing us, and we're just like ecstatic at this point. Then we decide to walk to the Eiffel Tower, right? So all these fireworks are going off, it's all lit up, looks beautiful, we're just tripping, it's amazing, right? Now, I don't know how far the Eiffel Tower was, maybe 5 miles, maybe 10 miles, maybe 15 miles, I don't know. But we were bound and determined at the time to walk all the way to the Eiffel Tower. So we decided to walk around the street, and it's very bright, it's very noisy, cars are going by, people are walking, honking their horns and everything, right? So we decide, before that, we were stopped at a stoplight to cross the street, right? And we were just fascinated by these fireworks. And it was low clouds too, so every time the fireworks went off, it would light up the clouds all the way back, right? It was amazing. So we're standing there on the corner, waiting for the light to change across the street. And we're just sitting there going, whoa, oh my God, the colors, right? Like every acid cliche that could possibly be. And there's people standing next to us waiting to cross the street as well. And they're looking at us like we're absolutely insane because we're getting so worked up over these fireworks. So we get a little self-conscious. Anyway, so like I said, we're walking, it's noisy, bright. We decide to walk down by the river Seine, right? So we take these steps down and we start walking along the river. It's quiet, it's dark, well, not so dark, but it's a lot darker than it was out on the street. So we start walking down by the side of the river, and I get this feeling like the ground's tilted, right? Like I'm tilting towards the river, and I'm starting to get paranoid that I'm going to walk and fall into the river, right? So I tell Corey, hey, I got to walk on this side, you walk on that side, because I think I'm going to fall in. She goes, nah, you're crazy. And I said, no, honestly, I feel like I'm going to fall in, right? So we switch places and we start walking, right? So I'm walking closer to the street side now. But the street's above us, right? You got to take steps to come down. Now the steps, the way they work, they came down and there's a little platform, and then the last little bit of steps got down by the river level, I guess you can call it. So as we're walking, I notice that on one of the little platforms for the steps, there's one guy just standing there, right? Not with anybody else. I don't know if he's waiting for somebody. I don't know if he's just chilling. I don't know what. But there's one guy just standing there on the platform. If you get closer, I start to get kind of this weird feeling like, this is odd. Like, why is this guy standing there? It makes no sense. So anyway, I'm closer to him. Corey's on this side. So we walk by him. I look up. He's on elevated platform a little bit. I look up at him, and his face is completely white and it's all bloody, right? I know I'm tripping at this point, but I just freak out, right? Because I think I've just seen a vampire, right? Because there are vampires in Paris. That's obvious. Everybody knows that. So I'm freaking out. I can't tell Corey that, because if I tell her I just saw a fucking vampire, she's gonna freak out. So we just keep walking, and there's trees with the branches hanging down, and as we're walking beneath them, I feel the branches are coming down on us, right? So that's making me even worse, making me more anxious, making me freak out even more. And finally I told Corey, look, we gotta go back up to the street. And she goes, why? It's so loud over there. Why do you want to go back over there? I said, look, we just gotta go. We gotta go like right now. And she goes, what the hell's going on? I go, all right. And now I got to break the news to her. So I go, didn't you see that guy back there? She goes, yeah. I go, the guy standing on the platform, the steps. She goes, yeah, I saw him. Sit down here. She goes, yeah, I saw him. What about? Ah, water. She goes, yeah, I saw him. What's the big deal? And I said, didn't you see he was a fucking vampire? She goes, what are you talking about? And his face was all white. There's blood coming out of it. I go, there's no way you didn't see that. She goes, I don't know what you're talking about, but I did not see that. I go, look, I'm just not feeling well, right? I don't feel good about any of this. Let's just go back up to street level. So we go back up to street level, right? Take this off. We go back up to street level, and you go from very quiet and kind of dark to just completely loud and hold on a second. Completely loud and just bright, noisy, just everything. And not having a good time now. Just not at all. So she's like, look, we got to go back down by the river because this is just too loud, it's too noisy. I can't take it. So at least go a little bit further, and then we'll cross over to another, cross over the river, to the other side. Things will be better once we get to the other side. She goes, okay. So we cross the bridge, go over. As we're walking still towards the Eiffel Tower, we see these like glass top boats that are all like parked. Remember, this is late at night. So we see these glass top boats that are all parked, right? And it looks like flash photography going off, right? And there's people in there. We can see people in the boats. And it looks like they've got like towels or handkerchiefs or something, and they're going back and forth, right? And we're like, what the hell are they doing? Like, what's going on in those boats? So we stop, and we're sitting there trying to decipher what the hell is going on in these boats. And we think, oh, it's probably like a show they put on, for the tourists when they go on the boats, right? We're like, yeah, that's probably what it is, a show. Start walking, and we go, no, wait a minute. Why would they be having a show this late at night, and they're not going on the water, they're parked? And so we think, all right, maybe they're just rehearsing for the show. Yeah, that's probably it. They're rehearsing for the show. We start walking, and then we go, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense either. Why would they rehearse so late at night? And we thought, well, maybe the shows are during the day, and they got to rehearse at night. I'm like, nah, that can't be it. And it looks like there's like flashing lights going on. Maybe it's a fashion show, right? Like, the guys are going back, the girls are going back and forth with the handkerchiefs, whatever. They're walking down the catwalk. And we're like, yeah, it's probably a fashion show. And then we walked and we go, no, wait a minute, why would there be a fucking fashion show on a boat at night that's parked? Like, none of this makes any sense. So we sat there, and there was two other people that were next to us, kind of downways. And I know they could hear us, and they were laughing their asses off. And now I'm getting even more self-conscious because these guys they're just having a ball listening to us try to figure out what the hell's going on. And finally I look, and it dawns on me with frightening clarity that there's no fucking fashion show. They're not rehearsing any show. There's nothing going on. There's people in the boat cleaning the glass, right, with rags. And we're just sitting there like coming up with all these idiotic reasons of what's going on when they were just cleaning the glass for the boat. So by this time, we realized we're in big trouble, right? And the Eiffel Tower, the lights are off. It's way in the distance. We realized, like, there's no way we're going to make it there tonight. And so we thought, we got to go back to the hotel, and it's probably going to take us the rest of the night because we've been walking for hours, right? We've been walking for hours, that's what we were saying. And I don't even know how long it's going to take to get home. Maybe we should take a cab. Could we find a cab? And then once you started walking back to the hotel, we realized we've only been walking for like 20 minutes. And we thought, so we're not like that far away from the hotel. And we got back, and again, like I told you, I wound up peeling the wallpaper off the walls and throwing oranges out the window to try to hit a park bench across the street. So yeah, that's why you should never do drugs, and especially never do drugs in a foreign country. So that's another story. My travels. Like and share the video, subscribe, and man, see you around tomorrow.